All right, let's do this. Leroy Jenkins. I don't know why I did that. Well, the dog's name's Leroy, so I guess it counts, you know. So we'll get into it. Welcome, bienvenidos a todos, damas y caballeros, al show de vida en cero gravedad. Vida en cero gravedad. Haha, ear rape back again. Just playing. We don't do that. But how else could we mind you? It's the only way. Stay sharp, my brethren. Anyway. I don't know how. A lot of this stuff is just off the top, if you can't tell. Like the first part, you know. Well, everything really, but like I have topics. Like I got a list of topics here, if you can see that. So, and she's enjoying her ice cream. But I'm gonna get into it. The weekend in Vegas, had the weekend in Las Vegas, Nevada, I believe is how you pronounce it. No, I'm playing. Yeah, weekend in Vegas for a wedding, and it's funny because I don't know these people like at all. I was basically like a friend of a friend. Well, I was a date, and I don't know them at all, you know. But I'm still such a sentimental person that I'm like, oh, that was sweet. It's a sweet moment. It's a Vegas wedding. It's not exactly the most romantic scenario in the world, but I found the romance in it. In my hopeless romantic heart, I saw the romance, and it was beautiful. But yeah, weekend in Vegas. Interesting. I mean, Vegas is. It's not necessarily my scene. Like, I'd rather just be in LA. You know, but Vegas has its own thing. It is weird. Like, I was really trying to figure out every time I'm there, I'm like, why does this exist? And when I looked up, when I started typing, why does Las Vegas, the first thing that came up was exist. So other people were wondering the same thing. I'm like, you built like a random, like, kind of oasis in the middle of nowhere that had to trip people out who didn't know about it, right? Like, you just show up and there's like all these casinos and stuff middle of nowhere. It's a random place. It's the middle of a desert, you know. But this is the funny thing. So I guess basically I was doing some research, and from what I could tell, Vegas started because it was like it was this basically watering hole between Salt Lake City and Los Angeles, which is kind of hilarious because I feel like Salt Lake City, no disrespect to that city, but it's certainly not one of the most relevant cities now in the country. But at that time, it's like, oh, big Salt Lake, you know, big SLC. It was a place, apparently. And you stop off in Vegas. I mean, if I was headed to Salt Lake City from LA, I probably would just stop in Vegas. Especially now. I'm like, no, I'm cool. I don't need to go to Salt Lake City. I might go there once just to see. I know Utah is a pretty state, you know, but it seems a little bland. I'm not gonna lie, you know. Speaking of which, I feel I feel kind of bad at laughing about this, but there's this Utah girl who I met, right? Nice girl, nice enough. She only seems to date black guys, right? Nothing wrong with that. But there aren't a lot of black people in Utah, so it's a little weird. It's like you got to go out of your way. She moved to Colorado, also not a lot of black people in Colorado. So for you to be a white girl that only dates black guys, it's a little weird, you know. It's a little strange. Makes you wonder, right? But I don't know why I found this little twist of irony to be kind of hilarious, but she came to Cali for her birthday and she got sunburned so badly that she had to go to the hospital. And it was one of the whitest things I've ever witnessed. She's still recovering from this. Poor girl, man. It's just like it's kind of ironic for it because she puts stuff in her story like when you go black and try to go back, and it's just like this depressed looking woman. And it's like, Jesus, girl. Like it's a little weird, honestly. I don't know how black people feel about that, but I would imagine that like people are uncomfortable with that, you know. It's certainly strange to me. It's like you're in one of the whitest states and you manage to find like, you know, the handful of black guys in the state and date them. It's weird. It's strange. I don't know. I don't know. To me anyway, it's a little cringe. But anyway. Then again, when you're around like that level of whiteness, like Mormon whiteness, I could see that being something that might drive you away. I don't care. Like, date who you want to date. It doesn't affect me, but it's just some of the stuff that she puts is like, are you trying to get attention or like what's going on here? You know, overall a nice girl though, like a sweet person. Just that part of her deal is strange. Like she listens to reggae and all this stuff and was talking about like this band. She was like, it's not that watered down white boy reggae. And I was like, huh. I mean, you know, you like, this is right before she gets sunburned to the point where she has to go to the hospital. It's like, you know, you're white, right? Like, are you sure you're an expert on this, like, real non-white boy reggae? Are you you sure? Are you sure about that? But yeah, I thought it was funny. Anyway, let's just we'll put that in the rear view. So Dunkin' Donuts on the Vegas Strip is absolutely tripping. I was trying to order a latte and a wrap, and they were trying to charge $21. I wasn't gonna get that. Crazy. So I switched the location to Cali, like out here, and it was like $10. And I'm just like, that's wild. Like, you can't tax people that much. You can't charge double, man. Come on now. I know it's the Strip. Like, I would have even accepted like a couple dollars more. That's crazy. I couldn't do it. I couldn't justify it. I couldn't justify paying $10 for a Dunkin' drink. Don't get me wrong, I like Dunkin', but bro, it's a cheap like fast food type of coffee basically. It's not a $10 coffee. Like, you should never pay that. I have, and I haven't felt good about it, but I haven't felt as bad as I did when it's like, I know that I could get this for half the price. Like, some places, you know, these mom and pop places, it'll be expensive. I get it, because they don't, that's the thing is, like, stuff will be more expensive at small businesses because they don't have, like, the massive corporate supply chain that cuts the costs so much, you know? Like, they don't have that, so they have to charge a little more to actually have a profit. But, man, yeah, that was crazy. Such a markup. But good old In-N-Out. Good old In-N-Out in the heart of the Strip was only slightly more than it is in Cali. I still don't think other states should have In-N-Out. I'm a traditionalist. I don't want any state having In-N-Out but Cali. I want it going to Tennessee and all that. It's like, no, the states that bash Cali all the time don't get to have In-N-Out. Like, that's not right. Not right. If that happens, then we get to take the rest of your teeth. All 3 of them. That's what we get to do. Texas. I know you got In-N-Out out there. I'm going to take those teeth so you can't eat it.
Stop.
All 3 of the teeth that are left.
Stop.
What's wrong, Tex?
We're ending this.
I'm just kidding.
No, if you were just kidding, then you would have said it. I told you to stop calling me Tex 2 weeks ago. And you still do it.
I'm sorry. It's funny. It's funny, Tex. I won't call you Tex.
Oh my god.
It's funny, Callie. Callie. That even sounds more like a girl's name.
Yeah.
No, we're not California girly men.
Girly men.
No, Governor Schwarzenegger. Anyway. That's his name, by the way. I know you heard me say that before. I'm not saying... I mean, the name is a little sus. Like, why does that name exist? You know. It's a little weird. Makes you wonder, Schwarzenegger, what is that about? Sounds a little weird. But yeah, she heard that and she was like, because she never heard of art. I mean, she's 10. She doesn't know that stuff. So she doesn't know who Arnold Schwarzenegger is. Arnold, get to the chopper now. Get down. You heard me do that before. Oh, when I say stop whining.
Yeah.
That's Arnold Schwarzenegger. Yeah. Yeah.
I thought you just made that.
Stop whining! He says that.
I didn't know that's what he sounded like.
I'll be back. Yeah, that's... I mean, it's a decent impression of him. It's not the greatest, but certainly not the worst. So yeah, anyway, 109 degrees, I learned, is perfect weather for a pool party. I was in that. You could see that I did not get burned impressively. I don't know how. It's like magic. Most people would get burned, you know. I didn't get burned. Magically. I bet you those white girls got burned. I know they did. They were just doing drunk white girl stuff. I know they got burned. I know it. They're probably hanging out with that Utah girl right now in the hospital.
Stop.
White girls on their White
Stop.
Claw rafts. What? They were white girls. There's nothing wrong with that. Speaking of which, the bride of the wedding told my date that I was very attractive. Kind of weird, a little strange to say that like less than an hour after you get married, but hey. Rizz, right? I felt super rizzed out there. I was super rizzed. My Rizz was on God mode all weekend.
Rizz.
My Rizz was on God mode. Okay, you're ruining my Rizz now. I got this pterodactyl ass in my face.
Stop.
Oh man.
Can you say soon?
But yeah, it was weird. And then what? Soon.
Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome. Anytime, girlfriend.
Ew.
No. Anytime, girly. But yeah, and then I started to like. So my date, it turned into my date and the bride's sister were playing beer pong, and then they invited me to join them, so I was joining them. Then they had to go to the restroom, so I was like, okay. And this girl randomly pops up, starts playing with me, gets super flirty to the point where the bride's sister was like, you should have got her number. I'm like, I came here with this girl, right? Like, that's rude. I'm not gonna do that. That's rude. But I could tell that she would have gave me her number. I know she would have. She definitely would have. Clearly. Rizz. You see this, Rizz? Oh my god. You pterodactyl ass. This thing is cute though. I can't even be mad.
Yeah, I don't know how you found that.
You love him?
Like
or her, actually, right?
Yeah, this is Lavender, guys.
Her name's Lavender. She's so cute.
I'm sick, so I'm not as loud as usual.
It's okay. Let me see what else. I had sick. This fool's on a sick one. This fool's on a sick one, fool. What? This fool's on a sick one. She's on a sick one, fool. Oh no. Fine. Yeah. Okay, one thing I do want to say. Yes, I was just rizzed up. Like, the people were super flirty. All these women were super flirty, and I was just like, okay. Rizz acquired. Now, I don't know. I usually have, like, most places I go, I get oblivious to it, so I don't think about it, but there usually is, like, people will point out to me, like, oh yeah, she's feeling you, like, and I just don't even, I don't think about it, because I'll usually be focused on something, but sometimes I notice. They treat me well, they're sweet, little sweeties. This girl today did this, I was like, she was like, gotcha. It's like, huh?
Cringe.
Yeah, this girl at this restaurant, she was just like, no problem. But she did she did like her guns, and then I think she felt cringe after that. Just like, oh well. I mean, I'm not judging, girl. I was a little confused because I just don't see people do that much, but I wasn't mad. I wasn't judging. So flying to Vegas when you live in Cali is kind of a waste, honestly. Don't think I would do that again. It's stupid. You got to get to the airport. I mean, they want you to be there 2 hours early, right? So that's 2 hours. The flight takes 45 minutes basically, but then you're in the plane for like 30 minutes. And coming back, I was in the plane for like 45 minutes. So
No way.
so get to the airport 2 hours early, 45 minutes 45 extra minutes. So now you're talking about an hour and a half. That 2 hours plus an hour and a half is how long it takes to drive to Vegas. So it's just stupid. And with my car, it's like less than a tank to get there. So it's like less than $40 to get to Vegas driving. Doesn't make any sense. At most, it would be like 80 round trip. Doesn't make sense. I mean, I guess in some scenarios I could see, like, if you can get a real cheap flight, it could be worth it. But in general, it's just kind of silly. It's like, I don't want to do all that, you know? Doesn't make sense. So, yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, can I tell them my story of going to Vegas?
Yeah.
Okay. Where's the mic?
It's right there, but you don't have to get that close to it. It's already it's already loud.
Okay. So basically, we went to Vegas because it was my grandparents' birthday. Well, my great grandparents, but
Was it both of theirs or was it just Papa?
yeah, is Papa's birthday. Cause it's kind of weird.
How old did he turn? Like 80 or something, maybe?
Yeah, I think 82.
Oh wow.
It is 80s. But anyways, we were like going on the flight, and it took a while to get on our flight. But while we were trying to leave, like, I guess there's something wrong with the engine or something, or maybe the plane. Like, there's something wrong with the plane, so we had to, like, keep waiting. And then, like, we were just, like, all sitting in the plane ready to get back. So, we were just, like, we were, like, just waiting. And luckily my baby brother was asleep, so...
He probably wouldn't have been happy, huh?
Yeah. But he didn't really mind the plane. He was actually really good on the plane.
Oh, good baby.
Ew. Sorry.
No, don't do that. Don't do it.
Warning. Eats Mike. Okay, I'm sorry. But anyways, like, they kept telling us, okay, we're gonna have to wait, like, another, like, 30 minutes because, the maintenance is gonna be late or something like that. So, we like, they offered us to, like, leave the plane until we could go back on it. So, what we did is we just got, like, an Uber and went over, like, they just kept telling us, like, that we had to wait even longer, so, my baby brother's waking up and he was, like, he's starting to get, like, a little bit sad. So, we just had to, go back to California. Which, I think we're already in California. Wait, I don't even know what happened.
Did you fly to California or did you drive?
I think... I can't remember too much, but,
The Vegas airport kind of sucks. That's my takeaway. I don't know if that... Was it at the Vegas airport?
yeah.
That's where you got stuck?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that airport kind of sucks. I started noticing that more.
Or, I think...
Everyone complains about LAX. It's like, the Vegas airport, man. I've been to so many airports that are worse. LAX just gets a bad rap. No,
Sorry, God. Yeah, but... Yeah, it was just not a very good... Like, at least I got to stay here for another day.
It took forever to get through security at Vegas. It was just like, why? Why is this taking so long?
Oh yeah, when we were going, or actually it wasn't on a Vegas airplane, but there's like this machine, like as I was coming here for the summer, like this summer, they were like we were trying to put our bags through like the little rolling pins, the silver rolling pins. Excuse me, and like there's this guy, he was trying to use this weird device to get all of our like items out when he could have just used his hands, but he was like trying to get this metal rod to go on to the luggage and carry them. Like he could reach it. It took so long to even like get our bags.
That's annoying. Vegas airport is just not good. Or where was that at? Was that in Texas?
Yeah.
That airport's a little weird too, but it's not that bad. It's at least small. It's better than Dallas. The Dallas airport I don't like. That's probably one of my least favorites. So you have to walk so long. It's like such a big airport. To walk so long to get anywhere. It's like you're walking a mile to get anywhere in that airport.
There's a Long Beach airport.
It's so small. Did you fly there before? I know we picked up your mom there before, but did you actually fly out of there?
I think when I was really young.
That airport's cool, but it's usually too expensive.
I don't remember.
Plus, I live like 15 minutes away from LAX, so it's like, well, it really doesn't make sense because LAX is almost always going to be cheaper for like the flights. Every once in a while, there'd be a random Ontario flight. Thing I don't like with Ontario is there's almost always a layover somewhere. Like you'll be stuck in Phoenix or Vegas, and it's like I don't want to just be stuck in these cities. Definitely not Phoenix. At least Vegas, there's like some stuff to do. Actually, I shouldn't even diss. I have a friend visiting from Phoenix soon. So, oh yeah, I wanted to say this. No matter how much money I make, I will always be cheap. You can hate if you want to. I will always be like, nah, I'm not paying $21 for Dunkin. I'm not paying that much. It was $21
Ew.
instead of 10. Nah, bro, I'm not down. I will never do it.
Okay, so if people are gonna hate on you for that, like 20 for what?
You know who hates on me? Nick hates on me for like, he pays like $12 for avocado toast, and I'm like, bro, you're tripping. You can make that at home for a fraction of the price. You can get a whole loaf of bread and like a whole like sack of avocados, whole bag of avocados for less than that, and that's good bread. It's not some cheap bread. Like a good loaf of bread, it might cost you $5 or $6. You could probably get one for $4, like for like a high quality one, right? And then the avocados are gonna be a couple bucks. So it's like, how do you even justify $12 for one piece of bread and like not even a full avocado? It doesn't make sense. I can't do it. I don't know. To me, it's just like silly stuff like that.
If you get your like, you can make as many as you want until your bread runs out, but like, doesn't make sense because like the money or like what if you wanted to eat that for breakfast every day? So it'd be like for a whole week.
Yeah.
So like 7 days, and
it's crazy out here.
I think 80 something. 84?
Yeah.
Yeah, like $84. That's a lot when you could just make it at home.
It is.
You just have to buy things like one time, and then
Oh, you did good math. Yeah, it is $84. I just realized.
Yeah. Oh, actually, here's a trick on math. So, especially like force or multiplication. So, what I do is like, let's say like 8 times 7 or 8 times 8. So if I don't really know the answer right away, I will, 8 times 8. Let's do that. So 8 times 5 is 40, because that's like the closest number and it's easy to multiply. So if we do like 8 times 8, then I do 40 plus 16, because it's it's 3.
Well, okay, probably for that specific one. for that specific one, probably an easier way to do it is like
Yeah, I don't know.
is 10. Okay, you said it's 12, right? So 10 times 7 is 70. Then you take the other 2 from the $12 and times it by 7, 14. You add them.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I think that's what you're getting at, though. Like, around that vibe, right?
Yeah, like, I just do, like, the closest number that I, like, know.
That's a
Like,
good way to do it.
like, that I, like, truly know that, like, I've memorized and I don't even need to, like, write a sentence or, like, a problem down. I just do that, and then however, like, I just work my way up until I get my answer.
Yeah, that's a good way to do it. Well, even though that being said, I do have to say I still got to do better with money. Like, I've wasted so much money this year. It's so bad. I don't even want to talk about it. It's just like, this is so bad. What am I doing? I got to do better. It was a reality check, though. I think it was good because now I feel like I finally realized, like, how easy it is to lose money, It's like, if you just overspend what you're earning every month, it won't take long before you're just losing significant amounts of money. So that was my problem, couple setbacks, having to pay like thousands for random things. Like, I had to pay $1,000 for a rental car because someone hit me, and like they didn't have a license or they didn't have insurance, so I haven't gotten that money back, and there's a good chance I won't. Just random little stuff like that. It's just like out of control. I had a show that didn't work out, so I was out a couple thousand for that. So that was another thing. Just like random dumb things happening like that, where it's like, that's not cool. But I still have money, so I'll be alright. It's just like I lost a lot, and it makes me sad because I'm like disappointed in myself. But I'll do better.
Don't be.
I love you.
I know, right? Who wouldn't?
Who wouldn't? So how was your weekend, Jesse? What did you do?
I slept and
You just been sick, huh?
cried and...
Woo! I'm just kidding.
Ew! That's disgusting. I can't believe you would treat me like that.
I'm just kidding.
No!
I'm kidding, Mommy. I'm just
kidding. Kidding. Kidding.
That's disgusting.
Hope she doesn't see this.
No, I don't think she will.
Nothing.
And Jasmine kept making her videos.
No, stop.
Even though her mom was hating.
Stop.
And one day, she made a video that went viral. And all the kids around the world looked up to her. All the YouTubers respected her for what she did. Babe, Jasmine's famous! That's my Darman impression.
Brand deals sponsor her.
Brand deals sponsor.
So that's like have you seen that one guy and he's like, how this was created, how they were created, like, and they just use water, and they put Darman videos, and then it was like cringe. They put like half of a bottle of water, and then they said no offense, but some of them are actually kind of cringe. But then they said always, or good character always winning, and it's just him standing in the ocean. Pretty
much the bad characters never win on Darman, huh?
Yeah, but like sometimes they do.
Even if they're hating.
Nope.
So have you smelled your dog's paws today? That was a question I had. She didn't like that question. Tex.
No. Yeah, that's gonna make everything better.
Texy? Can I call you Texy?
No, that's horrible.
Can I call you Tex-Mex?
That sounds like.
Since people think you're Latina, can I call you Tex-Mex?
No.
Okay.
No.
Like you're Texas
no.
Mexican? Yeah.
don't like this.
All right. Well, you will like this. Let's get into. Let's play over under. I have some I wrote for you.
Yes. Oh my
I have some I
gosh.
wrote for you, and I thought if you have any, you can chime in too. I was gonna say chip in, chime in. Okay, over under the movie Frozen.
Frozen.
Is it over or underrated or properly rated?
Which one?
The first one.
Hmm.
You could do both, I guess.
Well,
Probably
the
gonna be a
first
Frozen
one?
3 too, huh? I bet you there will. They gotta milk that money. Disney. Oh boy, more money.
Stop.
Oh boy.
Why do I sound so surprised?
Gosh, Mickey, we're stacking paper to the ceiling.
Stop. Hot dog.
Hot dog, Mickey.
Can you do Krusty laugh?
Hi, kids.
Oh, hi, Nemo.
Oh, dog in the house. He looks like a little bowl.
Doggo.
Look at this little bowl down here.
Doggo.
Doggo.
Hound.
Hound.
It's cute.
Houndin. Houndin. I'm
Okay.
just playing. Okay. No, chill down there. You're getting old, boy. You can't. I don't want you to exert your energy.
No.
We'll pet you. No, I feel he kind of struggles to get up a little now sometimes. I'm like, no, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Don't do it.
He wants to be up here, I know.
I know.
We'll pet you soon. Don't worry.
Okay.
Okay. So, Frozen.
Okay, I'm gonna start with the first one because it was made first, obviously. I feel like not a lot of people watch it, or not a lot of people watch it anymore because, like, it's not trending. It's not the mood.
It's not the vibe.
But there's still like a lot. I heard that like Let It Go was like the #1 on the charts for like Disney songs.
Probably. Let it go. Let it go.
Copyright.
Come at me, Mickey.
Let's stop.
I'll set some mouse traps.
That's weird.
You're gonna be public domain soon.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with properly rated.
Disney's falling apart. Okay, yeah, properly rated. I think that's fair. I think some people hate on it for some reason. Mostly boys, probably.
Yeah, well, it's
Stinky
not
boys.
made for boys.
Yes, it is. It was made for me. I'm Elsa.
Okay, sorry. But
I'm the Ice Queen.
Like, if you're gonna hate on, you obviously have to watch the movie so many times.
Seems
to
like they're
literally
hating on it because it's stacking
time.
paper to the ceiling.
Stop.
Oh. It really did though. I think it made like $1 billion.
Why can't you print money? You can. Cha-ching, cha-ching, ching, ching.
Ching, 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 ching. Okay, so Spider-Man 3. Overrated, underrated, or properly rated?
I feel like Venom wasn't really that scary
Yeah.
on that one. But, I mean, I don't know.
Do you think it was a bad movie?
Not necessarily a bad one, but, like, I just didn't really understand it. Like, why did he turn emo?
Well, because he had the symbiote. The Venom got him. Yeah. Yeah, what do you think? Overrated, underrated, properly rated?
I don't know.
Properly rated.
I definitely like the first one more, because I feel like...
And the second?
I don't know, they just kept adding more stuff to it, and then, like, it just wasn't really, like...
That's funny that you can
interesting.
see that. I think they tried to do too much. I think
Yeah.
the studio tried to put too many villains. But I feel like people act like it's a bad movie. And I don't think it's a bad movie.
Yeah, like, I don't think it's bad, but, like, I feel like, when they kept making, like, more movies, I feel like it just, like, didn't really, like...
I think most of the movie was pretty good, but some of the parts were, like, questionable. That was a dumb. The guy who played Venom, that was a bad choice. For the guy who played Venom. I think so, personally. So what do you think? Overrated, underrated, properly rated?
I don't know, actually. Maybe
Pretty tough.
properly rated?
You think?
Maybe overrated. I don't... It's like in between properly rated and overrated.
See, for me, I would say underrated because I feel like people think it's like a bad movie or something, and it's like there's so many worse superhero movies than that movie. It's like it's kind of just okay. Even Nick acts like it's like some horrible movie, and I'm like, it's not horrible.
Yeah, I don't think it's bad, but I prefer the first Spider-Man because
What about the second Spider-Man with Doc Ock?
that
Have
one
you
was
seen that
that
one?
one was pretty cool. But like I didn't even recognize the actor of Mary Jane because like they made her dye her hair like fire truck red for the first one.
Oh, and did
So-
she have different hair in the second? I think she might have dyed it, right?
Yeah, they made her
remember
like
that.
for the first one they made her dye her hair like super red, like in the
Super
comics.
red. Yeah,
But
as
for
it
the
should
second-
be.
For the second one, like she literally looked like Ariana Grande.
Oh no, Spider-Man, don't
Stop.
kiss me.
Yeah, I don't.
Is this
Stoppy.
Spider-Man?
Stoppy.
She does that weird thing with her voice. Ariana Grande is Mary Jane.
Really look similar. I don't. I wanna go, but
Okay, Starbucks. Overrated,
Starbucks.
underrated, properly rated.
overrated.
I would. Yeah, that was easy, huh?
Yeah, I mean like I'm not trying to hate or anything, but like
Hating initiated. Just kidding. That
but like
was funny. Come on. I don't care who you are. It's funny.
Stop. Okay. Like I don't know. I feel like you could just make like a coffee at home and it tastes the same, and it
Tastes better,
like,
probably.
yeah, or like better probably, and like it would be cheaper. Like I feel like it's just it's kind of expensive.
It is for what it is, yeah. In general, you go anywhere for coffee, you know. Well, apparently, if you go to the Dunkin' Donuts on the Vegas Strip, it's $10 for a latte. I'm just kidding.
Oh, by the way, like me personally, I like all of the movies like of Spider-Man. I like the scenes like where it's just like this.
Him dancing emo.
No, that was so cringe, and the fact that he had to do it in a public place, like he literally like.
See, that scene is what makes people think that movie's bad, and that scene's
Yeah.
goofy on purpose.
Yeah, like it. He was very brave to do that in public. Like he's just like.
He's doing his moves, bro. Straight Rizz.
That is-
Straight Rizz.
That was cringe, bro.
Cringe. You know, I named the last episode Cringe Rizz.
Cringe.
Cringe Rizz.
No,
Cringe Rizma.
but dang. Okay.
Oh, darn.
Stop.
Oh,
I
darn,
want to.
mine.
No, it literally this always happens. Okay.
Okay. Sorry, Tex. I'm just kidding. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I like the beginning, like where they get bit and then like the transformation, or like I think those scenes are really cool. Like the first, like where it's just like this
Origin story, right?
Yeah, the origin story. But where it's like where this like
Enough
normal
respect.
like it's just like this normal person and that they like get bit by spider. Like
Oh, not normal
I think
anymore.
stop.
Right?
Yeah.
Now you're a spider freak. No, that's true.
The fact that Spider-Man is like a really cool
Spider-Man like
to me,
slays
but I literally have
arachnophobia.
yeah.
That is wild. Okay, what about McDicks? Overrated, underrated, properly rated. Mickey Dicks.
Okay, I'm gonna have to go with overrated because, like, I know. Before y'all say anything, can you tell me how literally a slice of paper, and they literally replaced the patty with a slice of paper for my Happy Meal, acting like that's gonna fill me up until dinner?
You're just saying that because you haven't had the Grimace shake, bro. Stop hating.
Whoa.
Or change your life or end your life.
Hey
the choice
guys,
is yours.
today we're going to be trying the Grimace shake. Okay, so it kind of has like this blueberry.
Oh no, Grimace shake. It makes you grimace.
No,
when you have
seriously,
it.
like I want to see what happens.
I don't know why
if
people are hating on the
shake.
Grimace shake. What did my boy Grimace do?
I know. I mean, he kind of looks a little creepy.
I would say McDonald's is definitely over it. Because the fact that the lines are still crazy for that, I'm like, bro, you can get a better burger like almost anywhere. Oh, that was my next question. Overrated, underrated. BK, have it your way.
I thought you were gonna say the
you
other
roll.
one. I thought you were gonna say the other one. See, I just don't go there like often to really know. Like, I've only been there one time, and
Have you really only been there one time?
yeah.
What?
Like,
Oh no, I've taken you there a couple times. I used to get you the pancakes.
oh yeah. But I remember like when I actually tried the burgers there. Like, they weren't bad. I enjoyed it, but like, come on, it's a burger. Burgers are good.
It's a burger. Did you have a Whopper or a Whopper double, triple double, mega Whopper? Big old flopper,
Yeah.
crazy toppers?
No. I rule this day. Let it smell pickle ketchup. It's okay if I don't want that.
It's not okay if you ruin the show by doing that.
Okay. Like, I just
Hey.
don't... Stop. Like, I just don't go there. Like, last time I had, like, one of their burgers, like, it wasn't bad. I liked it. Wait, reverse. No. But, yeah, I just don't go there often enough. But their songs are too catchy.
So what do you think? What would you rate it?
The songs?
No, just BK in general. Is it overrated, underrated, or properly?
I don't really know. Blah, 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 blah.
I would say underrated. I feel like people act like it's trash, and it's like it's definitely not any worse than McDonald's, but one of them has like this reputation of like, I guess a lot of people think McDonald's is trash, but there's clearly enough people buying it that don't feel that way. But it's like, I'd rather have like In-N-Out than either of them.
In-N-Out. Ooh.
I think I would actually rather have a Burger King burger than a McDonald's burger, though.
Yeah.
I think I would. I don't know.
It tasted pretty good.
Okay, I got another one for you. Texas. Overrated, underrated, or properly rated? What do you think, Tex? I'm sorry. I'm a jerk. You think it's overrated?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Maybe. No.
No, I'm not disagreeing. You know how I probably feel.
Oh.
I'm just
Yeah. I mean. I just like California. Like, it's either too hot or too cold.
In Texas, yeah.
Mostly too
Weather-wise,
hot.
yeah, it's not. It gets cold sometimes, huh? But most of the time, it's just hot.
Yeah, and then, like, we just aren't prepared for when it gets cold, cause like, we just don't have.
Freeze, and then it shuts down the electricity. Right?
Yeah, like, the other day it'll be like 70 degrees outside, and it's like destructive baseball-sized hail, and all animals and people outside
will be murdered.
severely injured.
Severe, yeah. That was in like Oh, that's horrible.
I literally have a picture of that notification. And one time it's literally hailing at 78 degrees. Like, you could even see it. I was like recording a...
That's a
recording
hail
video.
Satan right there.
Oh.
Just
I
get
say
it,
what you did
get
there.
it.
Honey, it was ruined when she bought it.
It was ruined when she bought it.
No, we messed up.
That's what I do.
No.
It was ruined when she bought it.
Stop.
Okay, California, overrated, underrated,
Underrated.
proper. California, Cali out here winning.
Actually,
This girl was born
maybe-
in Pomona,
maybe
California.
properly rated, because I mean, I don't hear a lot of people like. California is a great place. Okay.
I feel that. I
Like-
would, yeah.
I like it here.
I'm glad.
It's
I'm
really
glad
nice.
you do. What is your birth state?
But like I don't know, like there's probably a lot of people, but from my experience I've never seen like anybody like say, "Ugh, California sucks."
What do your friends think of California?
They say that they wish they could go there,
Ah,
and they wish they could go there more often. That I'm lucky. I am lucky. It's a pretty great place.
some of them have been here?
My friend Ariana, she has like family members that live here.
Oh, and she liked it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think if you're, like, a lot of people do trash it, so I would say, if anything, it's probably underrated, because there's a lot of negativity, but I think they're just hating, honestly. I think deep down they know. So maybe it is properly rated, because I don't think a lot of the people that hate on it are being honest. What's up? Why you lights out?
Why?
I think it's just the way it was sitting on there. That's funny.
Does mines do that?
A little, huh? Yeah. That's funny. Yeah, so it's definitely that, because it's not like your toes are old.
Ooh.
Oh. Okay, so what else do I got in this list? Zero Grav.
Underrated.
Overrated. Oh. Just kidding.
Ew, disgusting. How could you say that?
That's sweet. I didn't know what you would say, and you immediately said underrated. I mean, I would have to agree. I think I definitely am underrated as an artist, because there's so many artists that get so much credit, and I don't get the credit even though people steal my stuff.
They steal your stuff?
Yeah, clearly.
Ew.
Clearly, I'm one of the best. Because the people will steal my stuff, and then these big reviewers, like YouTube reviewers, will review their albums, and then they'll say my lines. I could show you when that happens.
That's
It's so crazy. It's such a weird feeling to be like watching a YouTube video, and then it's like they name some lines that you came up with, and it's like, what?
That's so disgusting.
It sucks.
I can't believe people even do that. Like,
In a way, it's
get your lazy butt
No, what were you gonna say? Get your lazy butt
up and write your own
songs. Yeah.
music. Or at least have someone else do it for you. Like, that would have been better, but you had to copy off of someone else.
In a way, the one thing that I would say is, it is like when you're getting, even though it sucks that you're not getting the credit, when you hear these like big reviewers who have a lot of influence naming, because they don't usually name lines like in reviews. So when they name a line, they'll only name like 2 or 3 lines in the whole review. So if they name my lines, and for me, when I write them, it's like, oh yeah, that's cool, but it's not like the best thing I ever did. So it feels kind of good, because it's like, well, man, like some stuff that for me was just like decent, pretty good, is like something that they're acting like is one of the best lines of the year. And I'm like, okay.
Ooh.
And I wrote mine like 6 years before he used it in a song. In one of the cases, it was like, what? It was like way before. Same lines.
Oh.
I could show you.
Yeah, that's...
So you could see.
Come on now.
Yeah.
I mean, not that I know anything about stealing lines from other people, but like... See, you literally have full proof that it's 6 years ago, and you literally just... Yeah, I did this.
Okay, next up, YouTube. Overrated, underrated, properly rated.
Gonna have to go with properly rated.
I would agree
I want to
with you.
say underrated, but like YouTube is like one of the biggest apps on there.
I think if it was a television station, it would be the biggest. Like there's like billions of people on there. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Like probably at least a third of the planet is on there, which is wild.
Whoa.
Something like that. It's a lot of people.
Could be me.
Might be more than that. I bet you almost everyone has
guess
watched a YouTube video at one point or another.
Yeah, like I want to meet someone that sorry, cucumbers. I want to oh my gosh. I'm sorry. I want to like I don't have you guys watched YouTube?
I mean, if they're watching this, they have.
Oh yeah.
That's funny.
I keep thinking this is gonna go on podcasts.
It does go on like Spotify also.
Oh yeah.
And probably Apple too. I haven't looked on there. Pretty sure. I should probably know that. Well, the podcast will go on there, but I don't know if the video form of it will. I think it will. Okay, what about beaches? Overrated, underrated, properly rated?
Underrated.
I think so, because they're
A
like
lot.
one of the best things.
Yeah, a lot of people like they just put like trash into the ocean. Like it's sad. Like,
Jerks!
and then they're like, save the whales. It's like no.
Scumbags!
Or like chum bags, chum bucket.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
horrible.
Okay, Mario.
Mario.
Overrated, underrated, properly rated.
It's like in between underrated and properly rated. Because I feel like a lot of people like Mario. But,
Yeah.
like there's like some people they're like.
I think so. I think some people kind of.
It's like in between that. Like,
So that would make it underrated then, but like not that underrated.
Yeah.
It's a little. Yeah, I could see that.
Because like super underrated is your music. But
Oh, you're sweet.
like that's the only thing that like really is like super underrated.
No, there's other stuff, but thank you. That's sweet of you. I do actually legitimately think I'm one of the most underrated artists.
Yeah.
Okay, what about pizza?
Underrated.
Yes.
There's so many people
Especially-
that I've met that are like, ew, pizza's
Which is
gross.
that's crazy to me because I feel like in my whole life I don't know if I've actually met anyone. So I
I've
don't know
met
if
5
it's just
people
like
who don't like pizza.
that's a lot,
Like,
especially for kids. I feel like kids usually like pizza.
yeah, like what is wrong with people? Like, what is going on?
What is going on, people?
Like, who doesn't like pizza? It's literally bread, cheese, tomato sauce. Like,
Tomatoes.
what is not to like about that?
Yeah, don't you like tomatoes? Don't you like the tomatoes?
The tomatoes.
Okay. I would agree. Okay, so this is actually going longer than I thought. So I think what I'm gonna do, if are there any over-unders you want to recommend? Because I still got a couple more sections to do of other stuff. I had other stuff to ask you, but I could save it because it's getting late anyway. Any over-unders?
I can't think of anything.
Okay. Well, no problem. Thank you for appearing with me. I
Thank
always
you
appreciate
for
you.
letting me on the
It's always
show.
fun to have you.
It's fun to be out here.
Yay. Yeah, it is fun. I'm glad you're feeling better. I thought I was going to have to do it without you. I just have a few
Subscribe.
more minutes to do, so.
Subscribe to Astro Alacorn.
Oh yeah, how does it I will ask you that real quick. How does it feel to be back on YouTube?
I love it.
I'm happy for you.
I haven't been posting
Probably the last few days now.
'cause I just
Well, you're
sorry,
not
guys.
feeling well. You could tell your fans you're sick.
If you watch me, which you should, like ASTROALACORN.
Think you did that quick.
I memorized that.
Make sure you follow the official one, not the fake one.
Yeah, I don't know why I put that. Like, there's like so many people's like not.
No, I think that's actually good because somebody probably will try to copy you.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's not a very common name, but like, there's like so many so many YouTubers, and then there's like these fake, or like people will actually like put their videos onto their channel, making it seem like it's theirs, so then they get like so many views.
That's crazy.
It's like, use this, not this.
Yeah, we ain't taking no L's here. Alright, babies. Well, I'm gonna get into the KZRO Sports. KZRO Sports! Man, UFC 290. I was in Vegas during this. Robbie Lawler, what a career. He retires with a KO. What a way to go out, you know? So congrats to him. All action fighter, legend. It's sad. You feel old when you see these guys retire, but hey, you know, he left it all out there, and congrats to him, honestly. Congrats to him. I mean, even though he beat Nick Diaz, and that was one of the saddest moments I've seen in the octagon, Nick Diaz quitting, just horrible. Like, I never wanted to see that. A Diaz bro quit. Like, it's awful. It did something to me. I didn't like it, but I mean, credit to him because he got KO'd by Nick Diaz back in the day. Sure, it was a great feeling to get that get back, you know, and that was definitely a winnable fight for Nick Diaz, but you can't be. I think he was off for like 5 years or something. He was off for a crazy amount of time. Like, that's a long time, and then you got to fight a killer like that. Like, UFC matchmaking is brutal. But yeah, there's new champs. You know, that was wild. Like, we had 2 champs lose. Moreno lost. Who was the other guy that lost? I don't know, man. It was a lot of fights going on. Really, Israel Adesanya beefing with Duplessis was pretty wild. And that kind of took a lot of the attention. I mean, I get it. I understand where he's coming from. Like, some white African guy telling you you're not African. It's got to be weird. It's like... And the fact that, I mean, technically it's like, well, that guy actually has lived in Africa and you haven't. So, I mean, I'm not going to say he's 100% wrong, but it's like, I don't know, bro. You can't be that white and be like, I am African. You know, I run Africa. It's like, I don't think that's your line, bro. Probably not a good idea. I don't know. It's a weird thing. But it is one of those things that would be like saying like that black people aren't American. It's like, no, like there's plenty of people that are American. Every ethnicity has been American, you know? So I kind of get it. And it's a whole continent. It's even worse because like it's a whole continent, bro. It's not just one country. So you're saying that some people's logic is like everyone on that continent is black or they're not African. It's like that doesn't really make sense. So it's kind of silly. I mean, but at the same time, probably not your line, bro. And I don't think Izzy looked good coming out of that either. I was like, you dropping the M bomb a bunch of times to like diss this guy basically. I could see why that turned people off. I don't really care that much personally. That stuff doesn't bother me. It's like I didn't care about the Will Smith slap. I wasn't mad at Will. I was like, people get slapped every day, you know? Like, why are we like selectively outraged about this slap? You know, what's up with that? Why are we mad about this slap, but people get slapped every day and no one cares? It's like, all right, people get beat up every day, nobody cares. But Will Smith slaps somebody. I mean, to be fair, he picked like probably one of the worst moments he possibly could have to slap somebody, but hey, still. So yeah, good event though, man. Good event. Volkanovski wins in the main event. He gets the stoppage. Oh, that was the other one. That's right. Volkanovski getting the title back. So, pretty impressive, man. He gets the KO in the third. Wild stuff. It was I think that event, I mean, the fan reaction to it was that it was one of the best events in years. So props to the UFC on that. And Wimby is a bust. Victor Wembanyama is a bust. I told you. No, I'm just playing. It's too early on to say, but I did think it was interesting that he was struggling to score that much. I was like, I thought this dude was the best prospect ever. He was better than LeBron. You would see people say stuff like that. I'm like, can we chill? Because when I see him, I'm like, okay, I understand why y'all like him, but I'm worried he's going to get hurt. He's very, very skinny, Chet Holmgren body type. And it just looks like it might be rough. I always wonder how these guys would do in the old NBA too, because I'm like, I don't know if their bodies would be able to hold up to that type of like physical basketball. It would be interesting because guys' bodies they can't hold up now, and it's like it's way less physical than it used to be. So can you imagine in the 80s, like some of these guys, like some of these injury prone guys too? Be interesting. Wemby's a bust though. I'm just like, it'll be interesting to see how he turns out because I'm not totally sold like a lot of people. That's cool. Like he has it looks like the defense looks like it's translating, but if you're struggling to score like that in summer league, man, I don't know. That's a little alarming. I'd be a little alarmed. Of course, he's very young. He can get better, but I'd be a little worried about that because that's when it's easy. Like I think that means he's definitely gonna struggle scoring against like elite NBA defenders, like. And then the whole thing with Britney Spears, I saw them he got dunked on, he got posterized, and they put "Hit Me Baby One More Time." Hit me baby one more time. Just like, damn, this savages. Because what happened, if you haven't heard, is that his security like backhanded Britney Spears because she randomly jumped out, tried to get she was like, she grabbed Wemby, and she's talking about she was a big fan. I doubt she even knew who he was. She saw like a 7-foot dude like walking around in Vegas around Summer League and thought, oh, this is probably a basketball player. She was acting like she was a big fan. I'm like, I doubt she knew who he was. People outside of basketball wouldn't know that, and she's never struck me as like this big basketball fan. So I think where the security messed up was letting her get that close in the first place. Letting her like get close enough to touch him like that. I think that's where they messed up because you never know who these people are. You got to verify that. You clearly didn't know it was her. You just thought it was some random Karen probably. and it just created an awkward situation. So there you go. The Dodgers own the Angels. They won back to back. What was it, 10-4, 11-5, just rocking them around. Poor Angels, man. Poor Angels. I was gonna say poor Dodgers, but the Dodgers are doing fine. They're actually in first in the NL West now, which is crazy. So they've been bouncing around. They've been third for a while, and then recently, they won 5 in a row, and it's starting to pick up. So, and they're missing people, so we'll see if they can keep that momentum. But yeah, that'll do it for KZRO Sports. And now, let us read from the book of Grav. How much money have I wasted on crazies? Would-be ladies who basically hate me. No love, just lust for the money. Thirsty for cheese, 'cause you lust more, honey. Women just never care about my feelings. They cover up that fact by healing that self-love in their minds, but they really hating others. Supposed to be your sisters, but they're playing brothers. Shaking up the game by breaking lovers. Thinking you're laying up, really taking smothers. Caught in their light so severely, and I don't expect those hoes to hear me. They'll dismiss it as toxic masculinity, trying to find a way to profit past vicinity, playing suckers, charging them an entry fee. I got haters barging into MEG. What can I do? There ain't no manual. My aura must remain intangible. They try to hurt me with their thirsty shots. I just laugh and numero uno reverse these thoughts. How much money have I wasted on crazies, would-be ladies who basically hate me? No love, just lust for money. Thirsty for cheese, could you lust more, honey? How much money have I wasted on crazies, would-be ladies who basically hate me? And there you go. That was the Book of Grav. This has been Life in Zero Gravity. I appreciate you tuning in every week. This one flew by. I hope you enjoyed as much as I did. This was a fun episode, especially thanks to Astro Alacorn, the wonderful, amazing Astro Alacorn.
Hello.
Hello. She's feeling better, I think.
I'm doing IQ
I think you
test.
just missed me. That's why you didn't feel good. Now that I'm back, you're doing better.
Maybe.
I'm just kidding.
I'm doing IQ test.
IQ tests? You already know you're smart. You don't need...
If the population of an ant colony doubles every 2 minutes, how long will it take for the population to grow from 1,000 to 3,200?
I don't know. I'd have to figure that out. So it doubles every what?
Every 2 minutes.
Every 2 minutes.
So, what?
Wait, so it grows from 1,000 to 3,200?
Yeah.
Wouldn't that only take 4 minutes if it doubles?
I think 5 minutes.
Or what? If it doubles, so it goes from 1,000 to 2,000, then it doubles again, that would be 4,000. But are there choices?
Yeah, it's 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, or 5 minutes.
Maybe I did that math wrong or something, or I'm not getting the question. Anyway, we'll see. Find out in the next exciting episode of Dragon Ball Z.